Very cool. So put the lights right on the table. As you could tell, I pulled the parts from yesterday or 2 days ago, and they are now dry. All right, so my plan now is to go through these, smooth them out. I've laid out the grits of paper that I'm going to be using, and I did change my mind from the last video that we did. Where did I put it? All right. So this primer, it's exactly the primer that I wanted, but the color came out a little light. So it was supposed to be gray. This is like a light gray, almost white. So because of that, after we go through the signing process, I am going to pass a black top coat on this, and you'll see this fairly quickly. Again, what I am going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a little bit of wet sanding, all right? And the grits that we're going to be using are 320, all right, 320, 400, followed by 600, and then that will be that. Once that's done, we're gonna hang these up to dry. Once dry, again, clean them up with our alcohol solution, clean degrease, and then I'm gonna paint the underside black, right? Because that's at some point is gonna show, and I don't want it to show like a lighter color. Of course, the other side as well as the shims are gonna go black also, because I don't want any lighter color coming out. Again, the bike is gonna be a very dark color, and I don't want anything light showing from underside. So what we're doing right now is we are prepping the sandpaper. All right, we're prepping sandpaper, and we're about to go through it. And this will be a wet sand. There's not going to be a lot of elbow grease in this thing. Not very hard pressed down. All right. And I am going to be using water, not dry. Okay, so let me stack these to one side in case they get a little wet. I'll put this on over. And here we go. Let's see how this feels. All right, so now we're at 400, if you could see that. 400. Getting a good view on here. So green lights, yep, green lights. Perfect. All right, so now we've gone through the sanding. And now we're drying it, all right? So we're patting dry. And then I brought out my heat gun also, just to speed up the drying process. There are a few spots up on the top that I just have to hit it with a little bit of primer on the top side, and then on the bottom we're going all black on both ends. All right, so again, just pat dry here. As soon as it's dry on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and hang it, give it a good 5-10 minute window to make sure any humidity is gone from it. Then right before I come back into the paint booth, I'm gonna hit it again with some isopropyl, degrease and clean. So right now our wrapping heat gun is gonna play a good role just to speed up the dry process. I'm using my hand just to see if I feel any cold spots. Right back here. Again, this is just speeding up the drying process. And once again, we're gonna hit the underside with black. And we're gonna spray a couple of the spots that lifted with the sanding on the top. Again, let dry for a couple of days. After that, then the very last thing we do with these things is clear. I do want to seal it with clear. It's just one of those things, many different ways of getting to the end product. Now we go and hang. All right, so it looks like we're green lights. Let me take this off for a second. All right, so we're in the booth, and today, all sanded down and cleaned up. Today we're doing the black underlayer, and then we're gonna hit it with a couple of little spots that got sanded down. So that's where we're at right now, right? Some more time-lapse video. Crazy. Peace. Method Man. Check it out. Oh shit. Oh, 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 oh. Oh no. Oh, wow, dude. Fucking bad. No. Well, there goes that. Into the float. The back one up. Keeping the microphone. Record. All right. So if you're seeing this, it's that major tragedy happened. Of course, on a day that I feel is safe because the camera is stationary. I don't put the protective lenses on the X4, and the tripod collapsed, smashed my X4 camera. So here's where we are. Luckily, our phones are amazing, but now I'm gonna have to replace my X4 with the X5. You know, what are we gonna do? But yeah, so coat number 2 on the under of the fender. And here we go. Let me mask up. All right, so a little bit of a tragic ending today. Freaking killed my X4 Insta360 camera. Killed it. That I turned around. I was like, "Yeah, no, this is fine. I'm not moving around. There's no reason to put the heavier duty protective lens covers on it." And sure as shit, I turned around and the thing came crashing down. Camera is dead. So I'm back on my phone for now. I'll look tomorrow to see about replacement Insta 360 because I absolutely love the product. And it has not failed me. I failed it. I was the one that messed it up. My big mistake. But I absolutely love it, so it must be replaced. Anyway, today we are now complete with painting the underside, the inner well of the fenders. Let me do a little turnaround here. If I can figure this out. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so it's not happening. Let me see if that might be good enough for you. Maybe not. Either way, you're gonna get other shots of the fenders. But here's how they look. I did 3 coats of the black on the underside. The primer was smoothed out earlier tonight, as well as filled in some low spots as well after sanding. So right now we are solid. I'm gonna let it dry for about a day or so. Going again with a high grit, either 600, 800 sandpaper, just to make it nice and smooth, very light. And going for clear over the top, on the top side of it, to make sure that is protected. And let dry for another 2 days. Hopefully early into next week, you're gonna see me starting to get the wrap ready. All right, and that is where my show goes. Just all of this stuff is prep work for that. Putting in the grind, the sweat for sure. that's where we're at. So again, guys, I'd like to end it here. Thank you so much for those of you that are following. Thank you. Share the page, man. Share the page so that others could take part. If you have any questions, as always, down below, comment down below, and we'll see you in a day or two. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.